Welcome again, students. Hope you all were fine. Today we are going to discuss about the numericals, that is the NCERT based numericals from the second chapter, our force and laws of motion. Let's take our first example. We have given that a 8,000 kg engine pulls a train of 5 wagons. Suppose this is our engine which is pulling the 5 wagons like that. 5 wagons are in a row on a horizontal track. On a horizontal track, and the mass of the engine is 8,000 kg. 8,000 kg, and each of the wagon is of 2,000 kg. 2,000 kg. This is also 2,000. This is also 2,050. Okay, on a horizontal track, if the engine exerts a force of 40,000 Newton, force exerted by the engine is 40,000 Newton, and the track offers a frictional force. If the train is moving in this direction, then the frictional force offered by the track will be in the opposite direction of the motion of the train. So the frictional force is in this direction. In this direction we have 40 Newton force, and in this direction we have 5,000 Newton force. So here the frictional force is 5,000 Newton. Then we have to find the net accelerating force. Then the net accelerating force will be the acceleration, the force exerted by the train minus the force offered by the track. Okay, it will be equals to 40,000 minus 5,000. It will be equals to 35,000 Newton. It is the accelerating force which will produce an acceleration in the train. Okay, क्वेश्चन में क्या गिवन है, हमें एक ट्रेन गिवन है जिसके इंजन का मास 8,000 kg है और उसके साथ 5 डब्बे अटैच्ड हैं. हर एक डब्बे का मास कितना है, 2,000 kg है, और जो फोर्स इंजन एक्सर्ट कर रहा है वो कितना गिवन है, 40,000 न्यूटन, और ट्रैक जो अपोजिंग फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहा है वो है 5,000 न्यूटन. ओके, और जो अपोजिंग फोर्स होता है वो अप्लाइड फोर्स के हमेशा ही अपोजिट डायरेक्शन के अंदर रहता है. ओके, तो हमें फाइंड आउट करना है कि जिस फोर्स की वजह से एक्सेलरेशन प्रोड्यूस होगी ट्रेन के अंदर, वो फोर्स कितना है, मींस एक्सेलरेटिंग फोर्स हमें फाइंड आउट करना है. तो एक्सेलरेटिंग फोर्स क्या रहेगा, अप्लाइड फोर्स माइनस अपोजिंग फोर्स. तो अप्लाइड फोर्स 40,000 माइनस अपोजिंग फोर्स 5,000 kg, it will be equals to 35,000 Newton. Next one we have to find, it is our first solution, and next one we have to find the acceleration of the train. For finding the acceleration we have to first find out the mass of the train. Okay, mass, total mass if we count, then it will be equals to 8,000 kg of the engine, and rest of which we have 5 wagons, and each of the wagon have a mass of 2,000 kg. So the total mass of wagons will be equals to 10,000 kg, and the total mass of the train will be equals to 18,000 kg. So total mass of the train will be equals to 8,000 plus 10,000 and it will be equals to 18,000 kg. Okay, and net force we have this one. So using the formula, force is equals to mass into acceleration, then the acceleration will be equals to force upon mass. Okay, so the acceleration produced A will be equals to total accelerating force upon total mass, and total accelerating force is 35,000 Newton, and the total mass of the train is 18,000. When we cancel out these terms, we have 1.9 meter per second square. 1.9 meter per second square. Okay, and next one we have to find the force of wagon 1 on wagon 2. मीन्स पहला जो डब्बा है हमारा दूसरे डब्बे के ऊपर कितना फोर्स लगा रहा है. अब जब हम पहले डब्बे की वजह से दूसरे डब्बे के ऊपर जो फोर्स निकालेंगे, तो ये दूसरा डब्बा जो है उससे के पीछे जितने भी बचे हुए हैं हमारे पास बोगीज हैं, वो एक कंबाइंड मास की तरह बिहेव करेंगे. कंबाइंड मास की तरह बिहेव करेंगे मींस हम क्या करेंगे, जो पहले डब्बे का मास है वो तो हमारे पास 2000 केजी है, लेकिन जब हम दूसरे डब्बे को ट्रीट करते हैं तो दूसरा डब्बा लगभग 8000 केजी का रहेगा हमारे पास. क्यों? क्योंकि दूसरे डब्बे पहले डब्बे को इस पूरे के पूरे सिस्टम के ऊपर फोर्स लगाना है, तभी तो ये पूरी ट्रेन आगे की तरफ बढ़ पाएगी. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर हम क्या करेंगे, ये तो हमारा रहेगा इनिशियल मास जो क्या करेगा, बचे हुए मास के ऊपर फोर्स लगाएगा. सो पीछे के जो चार डब्बे हैं वो एक कंबाइंड मास की तरह यहाँ पर बिहेव करेंगे. सो यहाँ पर जो हमें फोर्स निकालना है, द फोर्स एक्सर्टेड बाय वैगन 1 ऑन वैगन 2, इट विल बी इक्वल्स टू फोर्स exerted by wagon 1 on wagon 2. I am writing it by small f, and it will be equals to mass, total mass of the, या फिर हम बोले कि combined mass. Okay, combined mass is here 8,000 kg. 8,000 kg multiplied by the acceleration produced. Total acceleration produced is 1.9 meter per second square. So it will be equals to 1.9 meter per second square, and it will be equals to 15200 न्यूटन. ओके, 15200 न्यूटन, तो 15,200 न्यूटन फोर्स लगाएगा पहला डब्बा दूसरे डब्बे के ऊपर, या हम बोले कि पहला डब्बा बचे हुए डब्बों के ऊपर जो फोर्स लगाएगा वो किसी को रहेगा 15,200 न्यूटन के बराबर. नेक्स्ट वन इज ए बुलेट ऑफ मास 10 ग्राम इज ट्रेवलिंग हॉरिजॉन्टली विद ए वेलोसिटी ऑफ 150 meter per second, strikes a stationary wooden block and comes to rest in 0.03 seconds. Calculate the distance of penetration of the bullet into the block. Also calculate the magnitude of the force exerted by the block on the bullet. Okay, we have given a bullet which is fired from the gun and it is traveling in the horizontal direction, and a block, wooden block is there, and bullet strikes to this wooden block and comes into rest position. The initial velocity of the bullet is 150 meter per second, and when it strikes the bullet it comes in rest in time t is equals to 0.03 seconds. Okay, we have to find the distance of penetration of the bullet. Here we have given the mass of the bullet. Mass of the bullet is 10 gram or 10 into 10 raised to power minus 3 or 10 raised to power minus 2 kilogram. Here 10 raised to power minus 3 is multiplied because you are converting the gram into kilograms. Okay, and next one we have given the initial velocity u. U is 150 meter per second. and the final velocity it is given in the question and comes to rest means the final velocity of the bullet is 0 in 0.03 seconds. Okay, now we have to find out the acceleration here. From there, acceleration will be equals to final velocity minus initial velocity upon time, and the final velocity is 0 minus initial velocity is 150 meter per second divided by the time. Here time is 0.03 seconds, and it will be equals to minus 150 upon 300. It will be equals to minus 5000 meter per second, minus 5000 meter per second square, meter per second square. Okay, it is the acceleration produced in the bullet. And next one is here negative sign represents the negative acceleration. Negative acceleration means here it is retarding acceleration, means the velocity of the bullet is decreasing. Okay, next one we have to find the penetration, means इस वुडन ब्लॉक के अंदर बुलेट कितना ज्यादा पेनिट्रेट की है. सपोज ये टी अमाउंट के अंदर पेनिट्रेट कर जाती है, या फिर हम बोले कि एस अमाउंट के अंदर ये पेनिट्रेट कर जाती है. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू थर्ड इक्वेशन ऑफ यूनिफॉर्मली एक्सेलरेटेड मोशन वी हैव v square minus u square is equals to 2as. Okay, and we know v, u and a, and we have to find the value of s. From this relation we can write s is equals to v square minus u square upon 2a, and it will be equals to, let's put the value of v is equals to 0 and u is equals to 150 square upon 2 multiplied by minus 5000. Okay, and it will be equals to minus of 22500 upon, it will be equals to 10,000 with negative sign. Two zeros cancel from there, and we have a value of minus 2.25. The value of minus, not minus, it is positive, 2.25 meter. Okay, so the penetration in the block is 2.25 meters. Next we have to find the magnitude of the force exerted by the wooden block on the bullet. Wooden block on the bullet. Let's find out the force exerted by the bullet. We are finding the force exerted by the bullet, and it will be equals to mass into acceleration, and the mass of the bullet is 10 raised to power minus 2 kilogram, and the acceleration produced in the bullet is 5000 with negative sign, and it will be equals to minus 50 Newton. It is the force exerted by the bullet on the block, but we have to find the force exerted by the block on the bullet. According to Newton's third law of motion, every action has equal and opposite reaction. Means जितना फोर्स बुलेट लगाएगी ब्लॉक के ऊपर, उतना ही ब्लॉक भी लगाएगा इसके ऊपर, बुलेट के ऊपर. और यहाँ पर हमें क्या फाइंड आउट करना है, मैग्नीट्यूड फाइंड आउट करना है. तो जो फोर्स की वैल्यू रहेगी, इसको मैं फोर्स एक्सर्टेड बाय द ब्लॉक को एफ प्राइम से लिख रहा हूँ, ये किसके इक्वल रहेगा, 50 न्यूटन के इक्वल रहेगा अकॉर्डिंग टू न्यूटन्स थर्ड लॉ ऑफ मोशन. Our next question is, an object of mass 1 kilogram traveling in a straight line with a velocity of 10 meter per second collides with and sticks to a stationary wooden block of 5 kg. Here our first object, let us suppose that the mass of our first object is m1, and m1 is here 1 kilogram, and first mass, suppose this one is our first mass A, and it is our first object A of 1 kg, and it is moving in this direction with velocity v1 is equals to 10 meter per second and strikes a wooden block of 5 kg and sticks to it. Okay, it sticks to it. The velocity, suppose the velocity wooden block is stationary, so the v2 is 0. Here we have given m1 is equals to 1 kilogram and v1 velocity of the object is 10 meter per second. And next one, the second object of mass 5 kg having initial velocity v2 is equals to 0. So we have to find out then they both moves off together in the same straight line. मीन्स एक ऑब्जेक्ट ए v1 वेलोसिटी के साथ ट्रेवल कर रहा है स्ट्रेट लाइन के अंदर और ये वुडन ब्लॉक के साथ जाकर के स्ट्राइक करता है, कोलाइड करता है और इसी के साथ चिपक जाता है और ये दोनों ही क्या करते हैं फिर एक स्ट्रेट लाइन के अंदर मूव करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. तो हमें कैलकुलेट करना है द टोटल मोमेंटम जस्ट बिफोर द इम्पैक्ट एंड जस्ट आफ्टर द इम्पैक्ट. मीन्स कोलिजन होने से पहले का मोमेंटम और कोलिजन होने के बाद का मोमेंटम हमें फाइंड आउट करना है. तो लेट्स मोमेंटम बिफोर कोलिजन, momentum before collision will be equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Initial velocity and initial masses are multiplied and we have taken the momentum separately and it will be equals to m1 is equals to 1 multiplied by 10 meter per second plus m2 is equals to 5 multiplied by 0 meter per second. Then the result will be equals to 10 kilogram meter per second. Okay, it is the initial momentum before the collision and according to the law of conservation of linear momentum, initial momentum before collision will be equals to momentum after collision. So it is, if this momentum is represented by p1 is equals to 10 kilogram meter per second, then final momentum p2 after the collision will also be the same 10 kilogram meter per second. So this is our final momentum after the collision. Also we have to calculate the velocity of the combined object. Okay, we have to find the velocity of the combined object when they sticks together and moves in the same straight line. Then they becomes a combined system and they acquires the same velocity. Let the velocity acquired by the combined system be v. Okay, then the total mass of the system will be equals to m1 plus m2 and the momentum p2 can be represented by p2 is equals to m1 plus m2 multiplied by v, because दोनों क्या हो गए हैं, एक साथ चिपक गए हैं और एक साथ मूव कर रहे हैं. एक साथ मूव करेंगे तो हम पूरे के पूरे सिस्टम को एक मास की तरह ट्रीट करेंगे और इन दोनों का मास क्या रहेगा, वुडन ब्लॉक का मास प्लस में ए जो हमने ऑब्जेक्ट लिया है उसका मास. वुडन ब्लॉक का मास 5 kg है और ए ऑब्जेक्ट का मास 1 kg है और वेलोसिटी है v हमने सपोज की, इसकी वैल्यू हमें फाइंड आउट करनी है. सो इस यहाँ से रिजल्ट हमारे पास क्या रहेगा, v will be equals to p2 upon m1 plus m2 and the value of p2 is 10 upon m1 plus m2. m1 is our 1 kg and m2 is 5 kg. It will be 6 kg. So 10 upon 6 it will be equals to 1.6 meter per second. 1.6 meter per second. So this is the final velocity of the combined system. So students, this is all about today's video. Hope you guys understand the numericals. Thank you. Have a nice day.